Hello, I'm Andy Mitten and I'm stood outside the National Stadium in Oslo, the Uleval, or the Ulevi. One of them's in Gothenburg, one of them's in Oslo. I always get the two of them mixed up. Behind me, you can see, using this high-tech extending camera which costs 2.3 million using the latest technology, a crowd of people waiting for the Manchester United team bus to arrive. If you have any questions, please send them to me. I can see them coming up on the screen in front of me. I've got no plan on this other than walk around and talk to beautiful Norwegian girls who follow Manchester United. We've had a great weekend in the Norwegian capital. United fans are really friendly. There's been some good supporter events going on. The mood's good among fans, as you would expect for a pre-season friendly, just as it was 5 years ago. I came here with United. The weather's not so bad. It's been raining a little bit. The game kicks off at 7 o'clock tonight. The questions are starting to come in. First one from Lewis Parker. What do you think or make of the Matic rumours, Andy? I've not heard anything about him. What are they? Are they saying that we're going to sign him? What? That lad who plays for Chelsea? Right, here's what I know. United wants him. Mourinho likes him. We put it in United We Stand in June, and we said it pretty definitively. In the last couple of hours, I've started seeing pictures of him in a United shirt. They look genuine. Could I go to court and prove it's all genuine? No, because I've just been out the loop. I've just been on a metro. I've been in pubs. But the last few days, I've been hearing more and more talk that that it's probable that he's coming. He might have already signed, but I've got no evidence. I'm going to go in the ground. I'm going to speak to people. But at this moment, I also know that United want Perisic, who plays for Inter Milan. You might have read a bit about that in the papers. How much drink was consumed yesterday on that boat, says Matthew Simmons. That boat was a trip around the fjord close to Oslo, which was organised for United fans, and I joined it for the last couple of hours, and I had a few glasses of water and a coffee. There were other people on board who consumed alcohol, a lot of alcohol, and they were having a great time. And what's wrong with that? Pre-season tour, people have come to let their hair down. Any truth to the rumours of Mourinho, asks Varun. What rumours? That he's a good manager, that he's getting things right. What Mourinho's irritation? Okay, sorry. Is Jose irritated with Ed Woodward? Ed might walk past in a minute, so I should put him on, shouldn't I? Yeah. There's tension there. There's pressure there. I think they have a good relationship. They both want to bring players in. It's not always easy. It's difficult. Ed will have his perspective, and Jose will say, well, I gave my boss the list in plenty of time. And that's, I don't think it's too serious. Anthony Murphy, question. All right, Murph, in Old Trafford. How is the legend Steve-O in Oslo? I've not seen him. The last time I saw Steve-O in Norway, he took all his clothes off on a ferry over a fjord. So if a man walks past me naked, then it's probably Steve-O. Hello, mate. Come here, mate. Come here. Come on. What's your name?
Åge.
Where are you from?
It's a Norwegian name.
Okay, what's your English name then? Where are you from?
From Lillesand, Norway.
Oh yeah, where United played there a few years ago, didn't they?
Yeah, 25 years ago.
I was there.
Yesterday, they landed in Sørlandet in Norway.
Okay.
25 years ago.
How do you think United will do this season? Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
Thomas.
What's the capital of Mozambique? I'm joking.
Come on, you have been there.
How do you think United will do this season?
Good.
Number one.
Good. How do you think?
Number one. Number one.
How will Manchester United do this season, Norwegian Reds? They're going to win the league?
Yeah.
All of you think third?
No, first.
First? What do you think?
Third.
What do you think?
I have to think first.
You have to think first. There's a lot of optimism here among these Norwegian Manchester United fans. You can see behind me, these are all waiting for the team bus. And it'd be funny, wouldn't it, if the team bus comes in and Matic steps off it and comes straight up and says he's heard about United We Stand and he wants to just say that he has actually signed. Anthony Shaw, I'm with Ant. Ant's a regular on United We Stand's podcast. You've come over. What's your trip been like?
Absolutely brilliant. We came over on Friday night. We went on the boat yesterday. Had plenty to drink, but by around 11 o'clock needed to go home because sun on a boat all day and 15 pints don't mix very well.
What do you think about Matic? Do you think he's needed in the United team? You think that they're missing that midfielder who can free up the more mobile players in front of him? Carrick's obviously very good, but he's 35.
Well, I've seen a lot of opinions on Twitter today, and they all seem to have the same. But so it might come across a bit obvious, but he will definitely free up Paul Pogba to go forward. I was sick of seeing him in our own half last year. And when you buy a £90 million player, you want him in the final third of the pitch. Yeah.
And Perisic, he's another player who Jose definitely wants.
Yeah, I have to be honest, I haven't seen as much of him as to have a great opinion.
What, you didn't see that game against Livorno last season when he came out to the reserve team?
No, but
I wanted a full detailed analysis and scouting report.
This is, I'm being genuine here, honestly. I said during the last World Cup, I think they played Brazil in the opening game, and they also played quite well. And Perisic had a Croatian flag shaved into his head, and
in Sao Paulo.
Me and my dad both said we're quite impressed with him
at
the time. So we'll see. I think the main thing is United don't have anyone that crosses the ball, do they?
And not as effectively as it could do.
And Perisic
just bring Kanchelskis back. He's got a book coming out, Kanchelskis. I'm going to come and speak to you in a bit, Ant. Let's walk around. Let's find some interesting people. Loads of United fans. Hello, mate. This is for United We Stand. How do you think United will do this season? You think they're going to win the league? Who's your favourite player? Come here. Who's your favourite player?
Pogba.
Pogba, why? You just like him a lot?
Yeah.
Dad?
He does.
Are you a United fan?
No.
Who do you support?
Yeah.
Right, see you later, mate. Mum, are you a United fan? No? Do you like football?
Yeah.
How do you think Accrington Stanley are going to do this season? I'm joking. Right, so neither of you are Manchester United fans, but you've brought some children who are Manchester United fans. And your favourite player is Paul Pogba. And that's a very fetching shirt you've got there. I hope you have a nice day watching the 20 times champions of England. How are United going to do this season, mate?
First place.
First?
First.
Yeah? Where's all this optimism come from? You think Jose's the man? Yeah? Do you want to expand on your answer? Are you happy with the signings that have come through? Do you think Pogba's going to be better this season?
Nah, we're going to be good.
Yeah? You've just got a solid feeling about it. How much have you paid for your tickets today?
A lot of money.
How much is a lot of money in our British sterling?
More than 1,000.
Right, more than £100 each?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. I'm not entirely stunned because when we come to this country, it's not the cheapest country in the world.
It's not.
With your £10 pints, but I hope you have a great day.
You too.
And I hope that I don't fall over and trip off the finger. You a United fan, mate?
Yes.
I'd think so with that top on. How are the team going to do this season?
I think it's going well.
Yeah?
Top 3, top 4.
Top 3?
Yeah.
Champions, or maybe need a couple of more signings?
More signings, I think.
Which signings?
Need some
Messi?
Messi was good. I don't know. Some midfielder.
But you're feeling pretty decent about it. Okay. Okay. Enjoy the day.
Thank you.
You can see I've not seen a Valerenga fan here so far. More United fans here. Yes. United We Stand, mate. How is the team going to do this season?
We're going to win the Premier League.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Said with absolute confidence.
Yes.
Why is that? Why do you think that? Because Darmian is going to have a brilliant season.
Yes, Darmian's going to have a brilliant season, and Mourinho have had a season now.
Yeah.
And bought his players.
Yeah.
Yes. So we are going to take the Premier League this season.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you think, young man? Who's going to win the league this season?
Manchester United.
Why?
Because they are the best team.
Yeah, but what about Leicester?
Leicester's finished.
Leicester won the league. What are you laughing at? Are you a Leicester fan? Come here, come here. Who's going to win the league, mate?
Manchester United.
Yeah? Why are you laughing at Leicester? Who's going to win the league? It's a lady who's become very shy. You can see everybody's waiting patiently, I assume, for the team bus to come through. Who's going to win the league this season, mate?
In Norway?
The Norwegian league then, yeah. I did mean the English Premier League, but You've
Norway is Rosenborg.
Rosenborg from Trondheim.
Yep.
Yeah. And who do you support?
Strømsgodset.
Strømsgodset.
One
They're-
more time.
Strømsgodset. They have the under fives, don't they? Strømsgodset is close
Strømsgodset is
close to Oslo.
Yeah.
Drammen. I've been there. United played there 91. First time I came here was to see Strømsgodset.
Strømsgodset.
Who's going to win the league this year in England?
United.
Which United? West Ham?
No, Manchester.
Yeah? Who do you think is going to win the league?
Manchester United.
So you can see the optimism is high among the Norwegian Manchester United fans. If you have any questions, please send them through. They come up on the screen in front of me. I hope you can hear me okay. I'm not sure what the sound level's like, nor am I sure how much this is costing in roaming fees. I'm not even sure if Norway's in the EU at the moment. I'll probably get a bill for about 700 quid. One reason why I didn't do it in America last week. I'm now getting really into the crowd. You can see all these people here. See them all here. Hello, mate.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine. Are you?
Good.
Good,
thank
man.
you.
Who's going to win the league this year?
Of course, Man U.
No, the second division in Norway.
To be honest, I don't watch Norwegian football that much.
Do you like the idea of Nemanja Matic joining Manchester United?
To be honest, I haven't seen him playing that much, but yeah, we need a defensive player definitely, as someone who could like trigger Pogba and Herrera, their partnership in offensive football. Yeah.
Where are you from? Oslo?
Yeah.
And why do you support Manchester United?
To be honest, since I was a child, I started watching soccer, and I just like their color. I started by liking the red color, and I liked the way Gary Neville played.
Yeah.
And that's what made me
Did you hear that,
start
Gary?
watching. Yeah.
Have you got a message
Is
for
he
Gary?
there? Is he
yeah,
watching?
yeah, he watches everyone.
Gary, I love you. I love
You
the
love
way.
him?
I mean,
He's
in a
married.
I know, but in a like a bromance.
In a bromance.
Yeah.
So if Gary walked down here now, what would you say to him? 'Cause Gary was in Oslo in January. Did you not see him running around the city?
No, I wasn't
Behind me?
here at that. Okay. You were here? At
Yeah.
that time?
Okay, man.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. No, Gary Neville, what I like about him is that his Monday night shows, the way he's talking, what he says about soccer generally.
Yeah.
And he's very logic and rational thinker.
Yeah. I don't see them because I play football on a Monday night, but I'm told it's brilliant. I wouldn't tell him that, but it's him and Carragher. And it's not every week, is it?
Yes.
And his analysis is fantastic.
Yes.
What, of like the Valencia team or like the English team? So he's going to fucking go mad at me now when he sees this.
Oh yeah.
I actually watched every Valencia game under Gary, and they did actually play quite well.
They did?
They did, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they played well.
okay.
They were very, very close just to clicking, just to getting it right, and then they got beat against Athletic Bilbao in a Europa League game, and it just set them back. Wow. Nice to speaking to you, mate.
You too.
Okay.
Take care.
So there's more and more people arriving here. This ground holds 27,000 people. I think it's close to a sellout. Please, if you have any questions, I hope you've enjoyed the podcasts that we've been doing. We've been doing them from America. We've had some interesting people on them. I've just been recording one from Oslo as well. Brian McClare was on it, talking about Scottish music. Block Party says Andy. I think it's Simon actually, I recognise you. What's happening with Gareth Bale? I wouldn't be stunned if United bought a big player. I'd be stunned if it fell off the pavement like it nearly did. I wouldn't be stunned if United bought a big player. I just wouldn't be. I think they're lacking stars actually. I thought that the other day when they played against Barcelona. The next question was David Moyes has gone, Fellaini's gone. Rest in peace. I don't think Fellaini has gone yet. I saw the stories yesterday and United have said that no bid has been received for him. I know earlier in the year Mourinho and Fellaini was not against the idea of leaving. And it's quite sad. I was given the reason that he felt United fans forever associated him with David Moyes. And I know he's never going to be the best United player, not from a technical perspective, but in his defence, every manager he's played under has liked him, and he's had these uses. I remember him at West Ham season before last in the FA Cup. He was the best player on the pitch, and he started in the Europa League final in Solna, and I just think he does offer an option. and it's now in his fourth season at the club. I think sometimes there's a propensity to change, get rid of players all the time, but I don't know. Viran, do you think there'll be a change of formation, Matic 3-5-2 or perhaps 4-3-3? I think that the formation will change. Look at the people coming to the ground behind me. So they're all walking in from the metro. I think United's formation will change and be quite a fluid one, even within matches. This idea of 4-4-2 is long gone. I think you see Mourinho and modern football coaches. Valverde did it very successfully for Athletic Bilbao. They changed tactics 4 times within a match. So I think United will go 4-2-3-1. I think they'll also do the 4-3-3, with the idea being that Matic is the holding midfielder, or playing in the most defensive position. And I think that allows Pogba to move forward. I've just been talking to Brian McClare about that, and he spoke quite analytically about it. Griezmann is the next question. Do I think he'll come? You know what? I know interest sort of dropped straight away when he said that he was staying, but he would have been a star signing. He's a great age, he's versatile, he's a great player. He wanted to come to Manchester United. He told people I know, who know him very, very well, people who play with him, that he wanted to join United. And I even think I put that in a couple of my articles. And then once the transfer ban was upheld, Atletico situation changed, and he decided out of loyalty to stay at the club, and I can understand that. But he's not just become a bad player. Manchester United have not just run out of money, and as I said 2 or 3 minutes ago, I still think star quality is needed. Among the players, we've lost Rooney, wasn't the star that he had been. We'd lost Abramovich, and Lukaku's very good, but I wouldn't be stunned if a big name player came in. And I think Griezmann fits that bill. I watched him last season in the semi-final, and season before last, of the European Cup against Bayern Munich away, and he was fantastic. And if you've got a player who can do it at that level, then he can be an addition, an expensive addition to any team in the world, including Manchester United. P456 says we don't have a world-class winger like Giggs, Beckham and Ronaldo. Yeah, that's true. I don't think United are playing that 4-4-2, 4-1-4-1 like they used to do, which relies so obviously on wingers, but Mourinho's always like wide men, and who's the most natural wide man there? There's lacking one. I think that's why he likes the idea of Perisic. More questions coming in about Perisic. Lars Morten Olsen, come here. One of my favourite people in the world. This man is the nicest man in the world. He's a big Swedish red. He's not really, he's from Norway.
Sarpsborg.
He's from Sarpsborg. He's the leader of the Sarpsborg Ultras. He causes problems all over Norway. He's a Category C football hooligan, and he's been travelling to Manchester United games by himself since 1976. And you fell for Manchester United in 1969 because of George Best, is that right?
That's correct, yeah.
Have you ever sold a ticket to see an FA Cup final involving Manchester United? Have you ever sold a car to buy a ticket?
In 1979 I did. Sold my car. It was an old Volkswagen Beetle, which I worked in a local brewery for three summers to get money for that. When United got to the final in 1979, I had to sell that to afford to go to England and see the final.
What does it mean today to have United in Oslo?
Oh, it means a lot to us. It's a great boost for the supporters club. United are not here every day. About 5 years since last time, and the year before that was 2002. So it's a great boost for us.
You have over 40,000 members here, don't you?
We have, yeah. It's just over nearly 43,000 these days.
Will there be a presentation for the Scandinavian Supporters Club Player of the Year? I know you've got to be careful what you say here.
Yeah.
On the pitch before the game today.
I can confirm that we will present a trophy to our members.
I hope you're presenting it.
I am presenting it.
So you're going to speak to the guy, and it's not being made public until it happens?
No.
It's not Damian.
I'm saying nothing.
I know you're not, and I'm not going to embarrass you, because I know who it is. And I know Sergio Romero will be delighted, Lars. first of all when he meets you, and then gets the trophy, because I've seen the trophy. God, I look rough. My dad said you look like Friar Tuck, and I don't think it was a compliment. So you can see all the fans coming in. I've been speaking for 20 minutes now. I intend to speak for another 10 minutes. Please send some questions. I think some have been sent through. Just try to work out how to retrieve them. Matic isn't the prettiest signing, says Tom Skelton, but I am not doubting that he will be effective. The main job is to free up Pogba. Yeah, we've said that several times. Totally agree with that. I think Mourinho's signings have all been successful, and signing players is not an exact science. And he's signed 4 players, and have any of them been failures yet? No. The 4 last summer, and of course he's got the new ones this summer, so he's got a very impressive record in the transfer market. I think if he wants the players, we've just got to back him. He's the manager, isn't he? Of course fans are always going to have opinions, but Mourinho's the man. He deserves a couple more years. If in 2 years' time United are still 6th. Daryl Lynch says, who is the second choice right back this season in your opinion? Good question. I do think Valencia will play every week, but clearly there needs to be a plan B. Phil Jones, who I know the manager likes, can play there. Fosu Mensah can play there as well. The next question just coming in there. Sorry about that, someone rang me. Someone keeps ringing me, keeps flashing up on my phone. Nemanja Matic, I don't even know who he is. And I don't actually know how to turn this off without turning my phone off, so there might be some... You think United are going to win the league? Dad? You think they're going to win the league? No, who do you support? Yeah? Just realising.
Andy, what about Aslak Sunday?
Hello mate. Who's your favourite player?
Hola.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Which language are we talking in?
Tell him it's Alan from Jack's DIY.
I will do, Alan.
Yeah.
Right, let's see.
A good friend. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well. Right, we're here. Right, rotate the device back. I'm back. I'm sorry. 10 minutes and I've managed to lock the rotation. You okay?
Can I take a picture with my son?
Yeah, of course, no problem. Having a nightmare here, aren't I?
This is Luca.
Hello, mate.
Hello.
Nice to see you, mate. Here we go. Let's get this out of the way. Right, do it properly.
Yeah. Hey.
Okay. So you're live now on United We Stand.
Ah, excellent. This is my son's first United game, first ever, and he got a brand new shirt. Lukaku.
Where are you from? Operations locked. Rotate device back. Right, back on. I'm sorry about that. It's TalkSport, they keep ringing up. I'm going to walk into the ground now. I think we had a good 20-minute run there. I learned to put it in airplane mode last time, but I did agree to do that interview with TalkSport. I'm now getting abused. He's back! I'm walking to the ground. Yeah, the team coach is arriving. This is quite interesting for you. And you can see now. Should we go and get some players? Hi, Jose. Do you want to come and talk? Later? Okay. I'll come on after the game. I'm just going to do a couple more minutes now, and I'm going to walk to the ground. You can see. So this is the players. Isn't that fantastic? You can see there are hundreds of very enthusiastic Norwegian fans, and it's check it out. Great to see the enthusiasm. I'll just put that back in. Back now on the selfie stick. People are asking about Perisic. I said what I know about him. So I'll just do this now. Next time it cuts off, that'll be it. Maybe I'll do something else after the game. But look at all the kids behind me. Wonderful. Maybe it's because Perisic is climbing off the team bus. No, I doubt it very much. We'll see what's happening. Saw this. Last time I saw similar to this was outside PSV Eindhoven Stadium in September 2015. You just see the power of Manchester United. You can hear the cheers now of all the kids. People starting to walk away now. Am I coming to Dublin for the Sampdoria game? Asks Darryl Lynch. Yes, I am coming to Dublin. I'm going to see my family for a few days first. To fly back from Oslo on Monday. Then I'm going to fly to Dublin. Just doing one night. So maybe I'll definitely do a podcast. I'll probably do a video. Got to work out how to use these videos first. Someone just said it's like watching a grandparent try to use IT. Andy, what do you think of Andreas Pereira this season? I like him actually. I'm not sure what his best position is. I know that Jose likes him. I spoke to Andreas last season a few times when he was at Granada, and he told me that Mourinho was calling him frequently. So I think he's one of them where by the end of August he'll either know whether he's going to play or not, and he'll go out on loan. And I think you can apply that to 2 or 3 players. Someone like Pereira, who did very, very well in a bad Granada team. He needs to be playing. He needs to be playing first team football. I'm sounding distracted because questions are flashing up, but they're the same questions that have been coming in earlier about Bale, about Fellaini, about Perisic. So when a new one comes up, like the one on Pereira, then I'll always try and answer the new one. I'm going to walk back over here. I think the team have gone in now. Imagine if it was the Vålerenga team, not the United team. Good question from Matt McDade. Is this make or break season for Martial? Yeah, I think it is. He's a very good player. Someone who's familiar with the situation. Said he needs a kick up the backside. Didn't look happy a lot of times last season. Cost a lot of money. I still think he can be a great player, truly great player. But he's not flavour of the month. And I think we all saw, especially people who sit in the main stand, the body language of Jose Mourinho when a move broke down last season involving Anthony Martial, and he I'm trying to dodge being run over here. There's a train coming at me and people pointing. He's not a Mourinho player. He won't track back, says P456. Well, he is a Mourinho player because he's contracted to Mourinho, and I don't think Mourinho will let a player that costs so much leave so readily. But as with other players, he needs to trust him more. And the next question, does Mourinho trust Luke Shaw? I know he's impressed by the way he's been training this year. And I'd love to see him do well. Someone's taking a picture of me. Come on, what's your name? Is the Super Cup a friendly? Is another question. I don't think it is. I think it will be taken seriously. It should be taken seriously. I said the same thing about the Europa League right at the start of last season. It's a trophy. To get in that trophy, you have to win a major competition. It's against Real Madrid. Go for it, win it, get another trophy in there. I remember the '91 trophy where somehow United managed to win a game despite being badly outclassed by Red Star Belgrade, and then maybe they didn't take it as seriously as they should do when they played against Lazio and Zenit. I think it was in Monaco. But I absolutely think we should be going for it. I'm going to go now. I'm going to get into the ground. I've got to work as a proper journalist and write my articles, hopefully speak to a couple of players afterwards. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you found it informative. Apologies for the technical issues, entirely my fault. And that was TalkSport ringing me, and I'm going to go on TalkSport now, I think, although they're telling me that a story's just broken involving Sunderland. So I will get better at these. The technology will, I'll become more familiar with it, and maybe if I don't do one after the game tonight, I'll do one from Dublin. Thanks for your time, everybody. Thanks for your questions. I'm going to start working on the next United We Stand this week. It's going to go on sale against West Ham, so I hope that you support the mag that we do. And until next time, goodbye.